When you are a figure whose life has been obscured by the mists of time and the imaginative embellishments of storytellers through the ages, there are bound to be some myth legends in your story that turn things up a notch. Join me as we reveal the top 7 most incredible King Arthur mystery legends. Number 7. His name means the Bear King. There are several theories about the origins of the king's name. Some scholars believe it is rooted in the Roman family name Artorius, which is most likely derived from the Etruscan, while others believe that the root for the name Arthur comes from the Celtic art rig, meaning the Bear King. There is also a school of thought which believes it originates from the star Arcturus, which is located near the constellation Ursa Major, Great Bear. However, the theory of his name having a Celtic origin is more plausible considering the geographical proximity of Celts and Britons. It's interesting how everything in the King Arthur mystery was so profound, even including his weapons and company, which we will be talking about as we go along. Number 6. Different versions, but the same theme. Although there are varieties in the legend of King Arthur, the theme and setting of the story are similar. The stories portray an illegitimate son born out of wedlock to a British king. He later succeeds the throne by proving his worth and fighting numerous battles across Britain. Anecdotes of the story of Arthur had been famous in Wales way before the 11th century. The legend spread through Europe with the release of Geoffrey of Monmouth's Historia Regum Britanniae. The book, written around 1138, portrays King Arthur as a radiant lord who crushed an incredible Roman armed force in France, but was betrayed by a member of his family. You can check out this video for more on his story. King Arthur Mystery unraveled King Arthur's unbelievable truth. Number 5. He was betrayed by his queen. Like every good old legend, the King Arthur mystery isn't without love, drama, and tragedy. Yes, it's a little further from the likes of Cinderella and the handsome prince. King Arthur woke up one middle-aged morning to the reality of the infidelity of the woman he loved. Queen Guinevere was depicted in the several varieties of the legend as an adulteress who was warming the bed of King Arthur's top-ranking knight, Lancelot. She later became the spouse of Arthur's treacherous nephew, Sir Mordred. She was either the daughter of a ruler herself or a relative of an honorable Roman family and was constantly depicted as an outstandingly excellent lady, yet shockingly promiscuous. Surprising, right? Well, if you think this was revealing, wait till the last legend reveal. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, this is a good point to do so. Join our growing community of mystery and legend lovers for those exclusive videos you need. Number 4. The knights met at Arthur's Round Table in Camelot. The knights of King Arthur were not just war machines and sword-whirling warriors. They doubled as advisors to the king. King Arthur usually met his knights around the famous Round Table, which signifies equality among those sitting behind it. It was around this table they examined significant issues of the realm. The knights were instrumental in Arthur's administration. Without them, Arthur couldn't have become the legend he is today. Number 3. King Arthur was one of the 9 Worthies. The exploits of the Bear King earned him a spot in the Hall of Fame, precisely that of the 9 Worthies. The 9 Worthies are 9 amazing chronicle personalities who exemplify the goals of gallantry and military accomplishments as setting up during the Middle Ages. And as per King Arthur's legend, he couldn't but be counted as one of them. Being one of the 9 Worthies means asserting his legitimate spot among unprecedented men like Hector, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Joshua, David, Judas Maccabeus, Charlemagne, and Godfrey of Bouillon. The 9 Worthies together address the ideal valiant champion and the flawlessness of knighthood. They are regularly alluded to as rulers, although every one of them conveyed his own titles. Number 2. King Arthur had Merlin the Enchanter at heart. It takes only a few episodes of the popular TV series Merlin to appreciate the relationship between King Arthur and Merlin. Merlin the Enchanter was Arthur's instructor, coach, guide, and companion. He had a significant impact on Arthur's rule. He was instrumental in Arthur's acquisition of the Excalibur and ultimately the throne. The best part about legends is the lessons they have for our real lives. Do you have a wizard friend in your corner who's got your back in all situations, like Merlin did King Arthur? Hit the thumbs up button if you do. Number 1. Apart from Excalibur, King Arthur also had other weapons. The story of the magical sword of King Arthur is the most famous and fascinating of his legend. It's almost as if the Excalibur, which was mysteriously embedded in a stone, had a security feature and was waiting patiently for the right fingerprint to unlock it and whirl it. Apparently, it wasn't the only weapon in King Arthur's arsenal. He was a king, of course. It'd be silly to think that was the only weapon he possessed. Conventional Welsh stories make mention of a blade called Carnwanen, which means the little white grip, and a lance called Rhongomyniad, which means the stick slayer. These were some other weapons existent in the King Arthur mystery. The claret, a sword of harmony, and secure, a special sword that was dear to Arthur, was also used by his knight, Lancelot, in a battle. So now tell us, which of these legends intrigue you the most? Let us know in the comments section. Until next time, take care.